This is the second part of Chapter 7 in CPT 176. Here we're going to talk about shell scripts, and a script is simply just going to be a text file that's going to contain a list of commands or constructs for a shell to execute. And these may be, as it says, may contain any command that can be typed in at the command line. There's a line called the hash-bling line. This is the file, the first line in a shell script, and it's going to tell the system what shell should be used to interpret the commands. Okay. This is a very simple script. You can see it's nothing more than commands. It's been typed in at using VI. We're going to have a clear to clear the screen. It's going to echo hello, enter your name. It is going to then have a read in-em, and in-em is going to be a variable that's going to accept standard input from the keyboard. And then it's going to assign it to a variable named in-em. And then you'd have the echo that would welcome and $nm, $nm, what variable nm, and then it would say the text there at the end. When executing a shell script with only read permission, you start your bash shell. Specify the shell script as an argument. For instance, we would type in sh at the regular command prompt. Type in sh space and then the file name. For those scripts that have executable permission, in other words, there is an X out there as the last permission for others or group. You execute it like any other program. You would type in dot slash, and the dot being the character representing the current directory, and then the slash separating for the directory and the file name. You then would use your echo command to add description and spaces to script output. And here is a script, as we mentioned, the hash-bling line, which is the first line up there, the number sign, exclamation point. This instructs the system to use the bash shell to interpret these commands. Everything you see there is a command. The echo command is echo option E. The E is used because there is a special escape character, the \C, that serves the purpose of holding the position at the end of that line that says today is. Without that, it would, when the script was running, the point where the text would be entered, or I guess we could probably say the command or the cursor position, it's not actually a cursor, would be at the right or at the left margin of the screen, or the left of the screen. But the \C is an escape character, and it holds the cursor up there on that line that says today is. The echo, with nothing there, echoes creates a blank line. We've got a second echo statement there that uses the escape sequence characters. Then it reads a variable called age, and from the keyboard the user enters the age, and then it echoes that is, and then in the parentheses it has the math there, and then in dog years. And this would convert your what you entered. It would do the math actually for you and give you your age in dog years. Okay, these escape sequence characters that we looked at the \C. Those are characters with special meaning, and we used one with the echo command back there, and it was prefixed by that \, character, and that was the C. There are a list of escape sequence characters, and those are on table 7.4 in your book. Reading standard input, you can see that we use the read command, and that takes input from the standard input device and it places it into a variable, and again that is the variable name, and that is read, and then the variable name. And changing gears just a little, there is the decision constructs here we're going to talk about, and this is just basically, these are basically used in shell scripts, and the decision constructs alter the flow of a program, and they also determine whether a command is completed successfully, and what decisions are made based on the user's input. For instance, the program here, the program starts here is the user responds to a question or a condition is set by the script, and you can see that with the response being yes or true, you have a list of commands carried out. No, you may be prompted with another question. And the same thing goes with this. Okay, this is a command-based decision construct. Here's the if construct, and for our purposes, just be a little bit familiar with the structure of it. You have the if followed by then, and then do. If this is true, then do this. Else if this is true, then do this particular command. It looks a little bit something like this. Again, the # line being at the top, the echo, option E for the question. It's going to read a response from the keyboard into a variable called regnum, and then we have the condition if regnum, the variable regnum is equal to the letter A, then it echoes register at the red table. Else if regnum equals B, then register at the blue table, and then you've got one for C. And then the construct ends with phi, which is if backwards. Alright, and again, things that you can look at in your book. In the case construct, it works much the same in that you have a case, a variable in, and then you have your pattern, do this, your pattern, do that, and your pattern, you have 3 patterns there, each one of those kind of being like, each one of those patterns being an if situation. If a match is found, the command to the right of that patterns are executed, and your case